Hi there, it's Mr. Grapes back again for the final instalment of my walkthrough through the game Gods Remastered, which was produced by Robot Riot and released in 2018. And we have reached the final world of the final level. Level 4, the Underworld, World 3. And this isn't a particularly difficult world. It's not very long. All we need to do is to find our way to the final boss and kill him. We will start by working our way across to the right. Now, anyone that's seen my previous walkthrough will know that I have managed to keep the familiar, which would normally have died in the previous level. This bit is a bit tough. We need to deal with this firing thing on the wall, and he fires quite rapidly, so we have to be careful, but there he goes. Now, the problem with keeping the familiar for this level is that later on I need to use a thief, and if I'm not careful the familiar will kill the thief. So what I want to do really is to deliberately get him to walk into some enemies and die. So we will be seeking to do that. We've now taken two spears. It's unavoidable. You have to take them to go up this ladder. A thief there has just collected a key, and we've shot him. Be careful you don't jump over that key and into the traps. The switch on the wall needs 2 clicks, one for the platform, one for the door. Now we're on a new platform, we can collect our 3rd spear, and again we've got a rapid firing bad guy on the right who we are going to deal with. And now I'm going to do my best to get rid of the familiar by jumping down here and leaving him to deal with those bad guys at the top. And he has gone, which is good news. At the same time, I dealt with the guy on the left that was firing at us. So this world is, or this part of the world is dealt with. We will be returning later. Through the door. This needs some rapid firing and some ducking, and again when we move to the left here we need to go up the ladder and again rapid fire. This does get very hectic, but that is done. Fire to the left and kill that guy on the wall. There's a guy comes from the right, we will deal with him. And now we've got a little tricky bit, and this is why we wanted the familiar out of the way, because we're going to be using a thief to bring down a mace, which will be used to help kill the final boss. So there are 3 switches, and I go 1, 2, 3, brings the key down, and then 1, 2, 3 opens up that little platform, and the thief goes down to collect the mace. I'm going to move across to draw him across and then shoot him, and that allows me to collect that mace. And then we're going to come back and open the trapdoor, fall down onto a shield so we don't lose health. There is a key there to be collected. There's a bonus gem, and we're going to go through the door into a nice treasure room, pick up the key for the treasure. Nicely done. Out through the door, and then we're going to open this door. I don't know where I'm going there. I'm going the wrong way. I've just realised. We're going to open this door and go back through this door to find the world key, which is there, and also a weapon power up, which is very handy. Then we're going to come back up the ladder, jump across to our right, jump up here. Now you may have noticed when we were at this point earlier on that a little bit higher up there are some axes which are necessary to make the final boss much easier, but we can't get at them. We can't destroy the blocks that they're on until that switch can be pressed with the key that we've since collected. So by going back to this point now, we've got our axes, we're in a much better position to deal with the final boss. Then it's just a case of cycling round. This is all there is to the level. You've seen it all already. We're going to move across now and go straight across this trapdoor now instead of down, and we are going to go into the area where the final boss will be. Now the trick to killing this chap is not to worry about him at all. If you can, you want to avoid the things he spits out because they will take energy from you, but the thing to worry about killing is that snake each time, and if you kill that snake about 4 or 5 times, that will be the boss defeated. So we've killed the snake once, but we've taken quite an energy hit there. We are probably going to lose our first life there, and we do. So now we're going to try again. Luckily we've got a lot of lives in the bank, so this is no problem whatsoever. I've got a shield, so I don't need to get out of the way of those little fireballs, but I do now because the shield has worn off. So again, firing at the snake, get rid of the snake, and then jump up and try and get out of the way of the fireballs if you can, because they do take energy. Again, get the snake. We just repeat until our boss is dead. And as you can see on the meter, oh, that's a mistake, that's going to kill me. As you can see on the meter on the right, we're not far away now from dealing with him. On the second and third playthrough of the game, this gets much tougher. He's quite a hard boss to kill, and that snake is almost impossible to kill on the third time round. You've really got to be very fast on the trigger and very adept at missing his fire. But that's him done. That is the end of the game. We collect the final loot. We see a fairly long scrolling message, and then the game will very kindly drop a great load of extra lives. I think about 10 extra lives for us, and that is a complete playthrough of the game. We lost 2 lives in the entire game, and they were both lost in this room killing the final boss. I hope you've enjoyed my videos. If you did, please click like, and you can subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button on the bottom right hand side of the video. And I would like to record my thanks to the Bitmap brothers for making a wonderful platform game, really deep and involved, and also to Robot Riot, who I think have done a really good job in bringing it up to date. I've seen some complaints, and I have to be honest, when I first started playing, I wasn't a big fan of the change, but in reality that was just because it wasn't what I've used to, and as I've played it more and more, I really have thoroughly enjoyed it. That's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon.